First blood. Humiliation. Dominating. Killing spree. Unstoppable.
Hey guys, Shadolance back again for another review. I'm going to be reviewing a brand new shotgun this time, the Tristar Cobra Force. And I want to say this is actually a very nice shotgun. It's probably one of the better GP ones out there. It reminds me a lot of the M590 CQB. Not the Mariners, just the regular CQB. Just the way it performs feels quite similar. It has a faster reload speed, at least by a little bit, so I know that's a really nice thing to have. Has the same 6 shots per magazine and a spare 24, which is nice. It's pretty nice actually to have a spare 24 shots. You get 30 total shots of the shotgun. That is more often than not a 2-shot kill. On the Hauser you saw it was 3, but think about the range at which I was, just how far away from him I was. That's a pretty nice killing shotgun right there. Has a very small spread that doesn't change when you jump, so that's incredibly useful. It's basically an M4 Super 90 with a slightly slower fire rate, and it's not obviously full auto, but the way it feels is very similar. Actually, one thing it's very similar to is the Remington 1187P. Excluding the fire rate. The feel is the exact same, and the damage is 75. So going into the stats now, damage of 75 as I just said, portability of 64, rate of fire 17, recoil 60. It is a pump action shotgun, and you can put an extended magazine on it. I would actually suggest that you guys do that, because it already has a decent reload rate. It's not the fastest in the world. It's far faster than the R870 GP variants, so that's a nice plus. For 7 days, it is a 4400 GP gun, technically 4410, but you guys get the idea. If you have that much, you might as well have the last 10. So, this is an excellent shotgun for anyone who is a non-NX user. This is an excellent shotgun to check out. I suggest you guys give it a shot at least once. Now, I forget which rank you get this weapon at. I do believe it's a second lieutenant weapon. Or, no, I take that back. It is a CSM-5 weapon. I forgot about that. No, that was the other pistol that I was reviewing earlier. I'm doing both of these back-to-back, so, yeah. This is a CSM-5 weapon, I do believe. If I'm wrong, please let me know, because I'm probably not going to go check it back up after this. I'm just remember seeing it as a CSM-5 weapon. But anyway, so the damage drop-off is very, very low on this gun. Even at a range, when you saw me killing the Hauser multiple times there, that was the second or third time I killed him right there. The range is it's outstanding on this weapon. Now, I want to compare this weapon to the M4 Super 90 stats. I'm going to quickly read off the Cobra Forces again, and then I'm going to go read the M4 Super 90s. Damage 75, portability 64, rate of fire 17, recoil 60. M4 Super 90, damage of 80, so 5 points higher technically. Portability of 67, rate of fire of 23, and recoil of 60. So the damage is 5 points higher, and the portability is 3 points higher on the M4 Super. The rate of fire is quite a bit higher, it's 6 points higher. On a shotgun, that's quite a bit. The recoil of 60 versus 60, it's the exact same, so that's not a huge deal. But it is one of the newer shotguns out, as you guys know, and one of the nice things I like about this gun, as stupid as this may seem, a lot of people don't keep this into consideration, and a lot of reviewers don't mention it, but when you're running with the weapon is very small on screen, so you're not going to see a lot of the gun getting in the way, where you can't really see below you or see to your side and things like that. See, look how tiny it is. It just takes up a tiny bit of the screen at the bottom. Now, I don't run a lot with this shotgun, at least not for extended periods of time, so yeah. Now, the reload animation is really good with this gun, and the one thing that I appreciate that Nexon fixed with this shotgun over a lot of the other ones they've released in the past, and still haven't fixed for some, is that the reload animation, it actually goes in time with you reloading the actual gun. So when you put the second you put the bullet in, it counts as you having another bullet. It doesn't delay it a little bit. And I really get annoyed with that with the R870. If you guys try reloading the R870, just the basic GP gun, I don't know about the SE, but it's like you put in the bullet and you have to wait an additional second. And yeah, I don't have a whole lot more to say about this shotgun. It's a fantastic shotgun, great for GP. I'm glad it's a good rank. I mean, this is the kind of shotgun I would expect people to have. It compares a lot. It doesn't overpower the NX standard weapons. It obviously doesn't overpower the Epic Maxes, but it does compare with some SMGs and can overpower them in some instances. If you have accurate aiming and stuff, then this would be an excellent weapon for you guys to try out. Now, I'm probably not going to rate this weapon 10 of 10 exactly, but it's definitely not a bad shotgun, and for GP, it's probably one of the best out there. Great range, superior spread, it doesn't change when you move, which is really, really nice, unless you're firing, obviously, but it just has an absolutely outstanding overall usage, and I can't appreciate that more because I love that kind of just feel on a shotgun. Now, I know I'm kind of doing OMA here, guys, and I'm just kind of waiting around to find some elim. I think I do get a little bit of elim near the end here, but my OMA gameplay was pretty good, and it gives me a lot of kills quickly. And this gun is pretty good for OMA because the bleed-through damage, where it goes through one person and continues into the next, is still pretty high, despite the fact that it's, a shotgun. A lot of the individual bullets don't do a lot of damage, but if you get a perfect lineup, it's easy to get accolades with this gun. Now, I would suggest, like I said earlier, to put an extended magazine too on this. I do believe that gives you an extra 4 shots, although I'm not 100% sure. I think that might be snipers only, but I thought this gave you an extra 4 or 5 shots or something like that, and that would give you at least a minimum of 10 shots total. That would be like the Remington 1187P, and you'd have quite a few shots with high damage and low damage drop off to get lots of accolades, which is perfect for OMA because people with SMGs will be trying to stay away from you a little bit. And that won't really work with this shotgun because you're not going to let them get that far away from you before you're able to kill them. So, good shotgun, and I don't have a whole lot more to say about it. I haven't really had a whole lot going on this past week. I think I might be in the middle of catching a cold. That's why I'm trying to get all these videos done before I start feeling the full effects of it. So my voice might sound a little bit weird in this one, and I also didn't mention I was feeling like this during the Cobra review, not this Cobra, the G18 Cobra and G18 Carbon Black review. So I was actually did that review right before this one, so I was also still feeling kind of crappy in that one too. I don't feel terrible yet, but I probably will catch a cold sometime this week, and I can just sort of feel it. I don't really start feeling sick until I know I'm going to get pretty sick, so I will still put out videos because that doesn't require any more than just pressing the upload button. So I will still be putting out videos this week. That won't change at all. I just might not be able to do a whole lot of one-on-ones this week, guys, so it just depends on what happens. So now I am really, really happy about a couple of things. One, my girlfriend came back from her trip, so I finally get to see her again. That's absolutely wonderful. She's asked me not to give you her name yet, so I'm not allowed to do that. But that's her wishes, not mine, so I have to apologize for that Sector 25 gameplay, though. I go kill for kill, so But so my girlfriend's back. My grades are coming up again, just taking my computer engineering courses, and I'm really, really happy about that. Now, I do have a surprise, and I was planning on mentioning it in one of these videos. I know I mentioned this about 2 weeks ago. I first mentioned the idea of a surprise, and we actually have it finished, but we're having like one last-minute technical difficulty. It's not really even a difficulty. It's just something we're trying to make sure is working. I was actually planning on announcing it in the G18 review, but it's going to have to wait a little bit longer, guys. I promise you it will be out very soon, and you guys are going to love this. Like I said before in my other previous videos, make sure you buy some vanilla Visa cards, get some debit cards, or if you have a credit card, that'll work too. You don't need a lot, $10. Just save up a little bit because you guys are going to want to have it for when I announce the surprise. Just hang on to it, and I think you guys will really like this a lot. So I will see you guys probably in the next video. I was thinking that'd be the next time I see you all. I've been responding to a lot of comments you guys have been giving me, and it's all been really positive feedback, so I'm really glad about that. And just really been enjoying all the PMs and the comments and the one-on-ones I've been having. I appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Get your friends to rate, comment, subscribe. Get your grandma, get your grandpa, get your brother, get your mother to rate, comment, subscribe, and we will all be happy. They get to see videos, and I get to say Shadolance out. See you guys next time.
You know what? Given the intelligence of the people who watch this show, this is probably a good thing to teach. Because my guess is when they're not trying to operate heavy machinery with their butt cheeks, they're probably trying to do something stupid like this. I mean, what else could you possibly teach that would be as stupid as that?
Even you can learn something from a sloth.
Fuck this show!